Dooku was the most infamous and feared name uttered in the Jedi Temple during the entirety of the Clone Wars. Many believed that it was because of Dooku alone that the war had broken out and that the galaxy was thrust into such turmoil. However, even more than this, the name Dooku brought even more shame to the Jedi, as they had once believed him to be one of the wisest and most powerful Jedi that had ever served the Order. Unfortunately though, Dooku had become disillusioned with the Jedi Order and had fallen down the path to the dark side of the Force. Even though I knew that the Senate was corrupt, the Council was fallible, and Jedi training methods far from perfect, I remained with the Jedi Order for 12 years after Galadran. Why? Because I still believed that I could accomplish some good as a Jedi. I thought I could bring about some positive changes, right certain wrongs, and do better than maintain the status quo. In short, I was an utter fool. Because of Dooku's role in the Clone Wars, he became quite famous, as he was the face and leader of the Separatist movement. Although the Jedi had fought against Dooku during the Clone Wars, and it was publicly known that he was no longer a part of the Jedi Order, following the rise of the Empire, Emperor Palpatine twisted the truth of Dooku's turn to the dark side of the Force, and exposed false information that explained that Dooku had never left the Jedi Order. Palpatine explained that all throughout the Clone Wars, he had discovered that Dooku was in fact still a Jedi Knight. According to the new Emperor, Dooku had always been a Jedi, and the Jedi Order simply selected him to become the fall guy of the war as to allow them to gain ultimate power. Palpatine falsely explained that the Jedi constructed the entire war simply to lead to the moment where they could seize the galaxy for their own, and in order to make this believable, commissioned one of their own to become the villain of the war. It was explained that because of this, the Jedi could maintain ultimate control over all of the war and all of the aspects of it. The Jedi would control both the Republic as well as the Separatists. Palpatine would further manipulate this by stating that even by the assumption of Dooku and the Jedi Order themselves, Dooku had always been a powerful and faithful Jedi Master during his service. Let it be said that I was a good Jedi. I never shrinked from duty, nor was I tempted by the dark side. This was all a part of Palpatine's false narrative that the Jedi were the ones responsible for the entirety of the Clone Wars, and that more than just taking advantage of it, they orchestrated the entire war in order to gain control over the galaxy. This false message that Dooku had always been a Jedi was widely broadcast by the Empire and became a key piece on why many everyday citizens turned on the fleeing Jedi after Order 66, as to them, the idea of Dooku remaining a Jedi made logical sense. This, in addition to actual recordings of the Jedi confronting Palpatine, led the citizens to utterly turn on the Jedi. But that is how Palpatine and the Empire lied about Dooku and explained that he had always been a Jedi even throughout the Clone Wars, and that the Jedi had simply placed him as a Separatist leader. But leave your thoughts on this revelation in the comment section down below. And if you were a citizen in Star Wars, do you think that this would make sense to you, or would you remain with the Jedi? As always, so much for watching. Your continued support means the world. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.